All right, so the next step, step 4, says find a triangle and label the vertices with A, B, and C. So I found one right here, so I'm going to go ahead and put a point. So again, create your points. I'm putting points at each of these places to make my vertices, okay? And again, we can label them. Whoops. So click on him, label him, and it's telling me how to label him, so I got to change it to a lowercase a. Same here. Label him a lowercase b, and label him a lowercase c. Okay, so that's the first part. Now this is use the distance formula to find the length of each side of the triangle. We didn't learn the distance formula this year, but I'm giving you the formula so you could very easily use it. The thing is that your system here, let me see if I can figure out how I did it earlier, segments. So we have this line segment right here. So if I click on segment, I can then go ahead and I can measure it. How did I measure it? If I click on the segment now it lets me add a measurement. Boom. So it's 3.49 units. Okay, so let me show you again what I did. I went ahead and created segments. I went from one point to the next point. And then I went ahead and clicked on my arrow. I selected the segment. And now it has this lovely length down at the bottom. So add label, and it gives you the units, 3.36 units. Okay. One more time since I've got one more side to do. So create my segment. I change it to the tool of selecting, and then add the label. Okay. So right there, this gives me my length, side length. Let me go here. I got people wanting to come in. No, you can come back and watch the video. Okay, I'm recording it right now. All right, so next. So that's what it tells you to do. So you don't have to do the distance formula. Technically, you can, if you come up with your ordered pairs, x minus x plus y minus y, square them both, and square root. That'll give you the distance of that side length. You're going to learn that next year in algebra. So don't worry about that. The next part says use a protractor to measure each angle. You don't have a protractor, but you do have an angle measure here. So watch this. So I'm clicking on angle. I'm going to go ahead and I want to measure angle A first. So I'm going to start at B, go to A, then go to C. See how my angle just showed up? Okay. So angle A is 51 degrees. Again, I can do the same thing for angle C. I'm going to go ahead and go from A to C to B. There we go. And then my last one, from C to B to A. Remember that your angle that you're actually measuring is the one that has to be in the center. Okay, so this right here, this 51-degree angle is called angle BAC. Okay, all right, so that's how you measure your angles. Now you're going to go look at your triangle and you're going to determine, is it a scalene, an equilateral, or an isosceles? You're going to determine, is it an acute, is it a right, or is it an obtuse? Okay, you should be able to name it by its angles and by its side lengths. If you can't remember what those words mean, you need to look them up. And then it says color the triangle red using your coloring tool. So again, now I want to go ahead, I'm going to click on the polygon, and then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make this a triangle. Okay, now I've made it a triangle, and now I can go ahead and I can color it. Let me see how I remember if I did that. Oh, I select it, and then it said make it red. Okay, so you select the polygon. You have to make the polygon first. Okay, so that's what you're supposed to do for step 4. After you do step 4, you move on to step 5. Step 5 is the same exact thing, only this time you're finding a quadrilateral instead of a triangle. Okay, and again, a quadrilateral means 4 sides.